Hello and welcome back everybody. Today we're gonna use the very new Starjump fleet view to have a look at the basic salvage fleet, in my opinion. So to start a basic salvage fleet, I think you need a vulture, obviously. A vulture is a starting salvage ship, so if you want to start a salvage fleet, you need a vulture. Next ship I would add is a herald. Why the herald? Well, it can listen in and find the hottest combat zones where the best salvage is being created. Now, having the information to find that salvage means the vulture should stay there longer and not go back to sell the salvage. So, we add an MSR and a raft. The MSR also can listen in like the herald, but it also has cargo, and the turrets can be a deterrent for fighters, so it can act in fleet defense. The raft is just a cargo ship to transport the cargo. Now, having so much cargo capabilities, you need more vultures. I would add 3 more and it expands. Why the expands? Well, it's set to refine also salvage materials, so you can sell refined salvage materials. Having all that, you want the ability to salvage bigger ships, so you add a reclaimer and 2 SRVs. The SRVs can took away any salvage you don't want or move it in front of the reclaimer so it doesn't have to move as much because fuel is expensive. Speaking of fuel, you need support ships because your fleet has grown significantly. 2 Vulcans and Apollo Medivac basic support ships. Vulcans for fuel and repair. Currently I'm thinking you're not far out so you don't need to create your own fuel, but that might change. The Medivac, well, accidents happen. The 2 high Bs, you need more cargo capabilities. Having all the ships makes you target, so you need to add a fighter escort together with some scanning capabilities in form of a tracker. The Hurricane and the 2 arrows are the main defense of your fleet, and the tracker finds the enemy. Now, being the savage business person you are, you realize, well, killing all those pirates not just protects the salvage, it also creates the salvage, so you should add a couple more fighters to fend off any would-be pirates. Now, having fought some pirates, you realize your fleet needs to be able to fight bigger ships, so you add the hammer of the fleet. A hornet for command and control, a couple of irons to go down the shields, an inferno and the gladiators to destroy the ships. Now doing this makes some people question the legitimacy of your salvaging operation, so what you need are some more stealther ships to take out other ships to create that salvage. So a hornet goes to provide targeting and 2 eclipse to take down any target. Next part you obviously need are capital ships, because you are now well known to be a salvager who creates his own salvage and you need to protect your business interests. The Polaris for your capital ship and your control room would be great. It can take out bigger ships, capital ships, and 2 Perseus to take out subcaps and hammerheads to deter any fighters. Having added all those fleet ships means you need some starfarers, fuel and crucibles for added repair. Also SRVs because maybe you want to tuck away some other ships. Prospectors are for the starfarers to create Continuum, to create quantum fuel, and the mole and the expand are there, well, if you're already mining, why not do it for profit? Having added all that adds a whole lot of crew to your fleet. So, 2 endeavors, one to create food and another for medical purposes, because the more people you have, the more accidents happen. Also another medevac would be advantageous. Now you want to leave the system. What do? Well, you find a jump point no one has seen before, so no one knows where you are. Using a Kirik is the best option. Now your fleet is quite big. What do you want to add? Well, your salvage fleet. So you add 2 reclaimers and a merchantman. Why the merchantman? Well, with the size of your fleet, not very big, but maybe the customers would come to you. So having a merchantman, also meaning having a shop for all those components you legitimately found, be advantageous. Now, having a shop like the merchantman means pirates are gonna come and try to steal it from you. So you should add a carrier with a couple of fighters to deter those pirates, as well as the ability to police the area. 2 Cutlass Blue and a Kraken with added fighter support would be good. Having added a carrier to your fleet, put a massive target on it. So, what do? Obviously, You add a Javelin with support ships. Now this is your command and control ship, and the support ships are there to protect the Javelin. It's a destroyer, you need to protect it. Having said that, having that many ships means you have a lot of crew. Having a lot of crew means you need to pay all those crew. How do you do that? Well, you add 2 Orions as well as another Reclaimer. The Orions, as you're already in the asteroid field, just mine away. 2 hull Cs to take away the cargo, SRVs to help with the loading, a Reclaimer because you're a salvage fleet after all, and Vanguards to protect the hull series ships from being pirated. Now you think you're in a good position to have a basic fleet, but you're mistaken. You need interceptors. Why do you need interceptors? Well, a big fleet with a lot of people means deserters, and you don't want them to tell others about the location of your good salvage. So a Hawk, carry them away, M50s to catch them, and Mantises to hold them are great. Having added so many fighters means you need a place to store them all, so obviously you add a Bengal carrier. Now this is your command ship, and the Bengal carrier is a good ship, but it's nothing without its fighters. So you add a couple of fighters to protect the Bengal, retaliators in case bigger ships come, not Terrapin to provide extra scanning, and the Legionnaire, because the salvage isn't that valuable if all the components are destroyed. So going in, finding that all the crew has suddenly died for unknown reasons, and then taking all the components before munching it down in the Reclaimer is a good idea. Now a Bengal is a very big target, so you need 2 Idrises with fighters protected. They can also act as forward defense as your other ships can protect it. Now having idled all those big ships means you need more fuel. So you add 2 Starfarers and 2 Prospectors for your fuel needs. 3 more Reclaimers to salvage all the goods are needed. Now you have a lot of goods to take away, so you add an hull E. Now you realized you have a lot of Reclaimers for a lot of big ships, but there are a lot of small ships in the verse, so you add 3 more vultures. This is, in my opinion, the basic salvage fleet you need to start the salvage career. If you want to create an advanced salvage fleet, of course you need to add way more ships. But anyway, hope to see your comments in the comments about what you think on this fleet and if it's even enough to be called a basic fleet. I've been Space-jonny.